everyone, this is my third video on YouTube, and in this video I'd be asking around 10 to 12 questions to my very sweet friend Ananya Kumra about a small business AHSP Fashions. Ananya is a very dedicated and a positive personality who can effortlessly put a smile on your face without you even knowing. So she'll be answering my questions. So Ananya, why don't you tell us something about your small business? What is it
Hi,
about?
Pavni. Thank you so much for the very sweet introduction. Yeah. As Pavni introduced, I run a small business of my own by the name AHSP Fashions. Let me start with the story behind the name. So, people are very confused about the name AHSP Fashions. It was a 24-hour procedure. Okay, so everyone in my house was running here and there. What should be the name? What should be the name? I was, legit tormenting everyone. कुछ नाम suggest करो, कुछ नाम suggest करो. So it was very random. My father and my brother were sitting beside me, and my father said, "It can be, it can do something with our names, like A for Ananya, H for Hirsch, S for Shalu, P for Pavan." So my brother was like, yeah, AHSP, something to do with AHSP. I was like, yeah, what can I do with AHSP? Like, what is my small business basically about? Fashions, right? So let's just name it AHSP Fashions.
Great.
That's how the name came in. And other than that, yeah, so basically, fashion, uh, my small business basically deals with providing, women with clothes and accessories at a very affordable price. So, yeah.
Okay, so how did you get this idea?
So it was somewhere in October 2020. Okay. So, a scrunchie was lying in front of me. I was like, I purchased this scrunchie for rupees 50. I was just looking at the product. I was like, yeah, the stitching is okayish, the fabric is okayish. What I, pay rupees 50 for? I was, going through the product and everything. So I was like, let's try this on my own. I'll get a fabric. I'll get some, threads and everything, and I'll get it stitched. I did that, and it came out perfectly fine. I was like, yeah, I can actually, get that done myself, and I can actually sell it to people. I've, always been fond of, personalizing everything I give to everyone. Like, be it my friends, my family. I always love gifting something personalized. Like, I'll just, if I'm giving maybe a shirt to someone, I'll add, maybe a handmade card or something with it. So I've always loved doing that. So, selling people products with a personalized touch. So that was the entire thing behind it, and that's how I came up with this idea.
Wow, this is so nice. Okay, so do you manage your business single-handedly or is somebody there to help you out every time?
My mom, my dad, and my brother are like always there. My mom helps me out, with designing and everything, and my brother and my father are always there to, help me out with the, finding the products, the resources behind it and everything. So they play a major role in my small business.
Right, right. So I know that you're a student and you have to manage your studies as along with the business. So how do you manage your business along with the other commitments that you have?
So basically, if you love something, you automatically take out time for that. This is something I love. This is something, uh, I love putting my time and energy towards. So even if I'm having, a very hectic day or anything, I'll just spare out maybe an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours maybe for this. I'll just, allocate some part of my day towards this. That is like mandatory. I'll decide a day in advance and I'll obviously allocate my time towards it.
Right, okay. So could you list out a few steps you took initially when you started your business?
So basically, it is not as easy as it looks. You have to take care of the packaging and the entire finances and everything. Like putting a lot of capital in the very beginning is like a huge risk. A risk you must be, uh, willing to take up. So it was a lot initially. Uh, if I want to allocate, let's say, rupees 10,000 towards it, I'll have to, distribute like uh, I'll put this much towards the packaging, this much towards the raw materials and everything. So that's like a pretty huge procedure. Then coming up with a social media presence, that is a really important thing. Doing a research beforehand. That how hashtags work, how reels work, how everything works. So that's a huge thing in the initial stages.
Okay. Okay, so what are some ways to reach out to more people? As you have mentioned, you must be having a social presence. So how can you reach out to more and more people? And what exactly do you do to reach out to your target audience? That is women, in your case.
So basically, when I wish to reach out to people on Instagram, the main tool that is there is Reels. I thought this was a myth. Trust me, I thought this was a myth until a week before when one of my reels went viral, and now it has some 22K views. That's like a huge number. I only have like around 300 followers. But even if one reel goes viral, you reach out to a large audience. I see my DMs getting flooded up every day because of that one reel going viral. So I guess reels play a very very important role. Plus the content. Content can be anything, but post the right content, that matters a lot, with the right hashtags obviously.
Things do you keep in mind while you're making a reel, and how do you manage to get so many views on your reels?
So basically, it's all about the things that are trendy nowadays. So if I know this particular trend is getting viral, I'll try, delivering my products in that very trend. Come up with something that, connects my products and that trend. So yeah, that's the entire thing behind it. And somewhere or the other, it might end up getting, viral or something.
Right. Okay, so could you please highlight the importance of hashtags for us?
Yeah, so hashtags play a really, really important role. Initially, I thought they didn't. You could just use 10 to 15 hashtags, that would be sufficient. But I think the most important thing that everyone should keep in their mind is using 30 hashtags. That's it. You never know which hashtag one might be using to, search up a product. For example, using a hashtag, let's say small business. If anyone is looking for product they wish to buy from a small business, maybe that hashtag small business will play a very, very important role. Or whatever product you're selling. Let's say you're selling bags, hashtag bags. That might play a really important role, uh, for you to meet your very target audience.
Okay, right. So could you suggest like 3 to 4, but not very specific, but general hashtags that people with small business should use?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, using hashtag small business, that plays a really important role. Then, there are very trendy hashtags like hashtag local to global.
Hmm.
That's a pretty good hashtag. And, product specific, whatever product you're willing to sell, using a hashtag for the very same product, or, something very trendy, such as Insta Good or Insta Move. That helps a lot.
All right. So I've seen that you pack your orders along with a personalized letter and also put a sticker on the packed box, something like that of that kind. So can we consider it a good way to, create an everlasting impression in the minds of the customer?
Yeah, obviously. So I keep my packaging very, uh, very personalized. Like, I want to make it look as cute as possible with, a certain price. So I never forget to put a sticker of my, logo on the packet. And when it comes to personalized notes, like, if someone is gifting a product to someone, they could just tell me, and I prefer, writing a handwritten note on it, like happy birthday to so and so from so and so. So that brings out a lot of change. And if one of my friends is buying something from me, I always make it, very very important to add a personalized note for the person to support me and everything. So yeah.
Okay, so how can you ensure receiving good feedback from your customers, and how can good feedback help one's business grow?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, I keep my packaging as personalized as possible, adding freebies to it, and coming up with personalized notes to put into it. Also, the quality plays a really really important role. Like I make sure the goods that I am selling to people is good. So so as to ensure good feedback from them, and obviously since they are happy with the product and they're getting at an affordable price, they obviously suggest it to other people. So yeah.
Yeah, right. So, Ananya, a lot of people of our age want to start their business of, want to start business of their own. So, could you please give us a few ideas for small business for people who are watching this video?
Yeah, so basically, fashion was my call. Like, I've always find it intriguing to, the jewelry interests me, the clothing interests me, things like these interest me. So whatever is your call. For example, if one likes to make art, why not sell your art? Like, you're getting acknowledged for it and you're making other people happy. Selling, handmade jewelry. I see a lot of people, selling polymer jewelry these days. And also one more thing, like even if nothing in particular interests you or whatever, I've seen a lot of people opening their thrift stores nowadays. Selling the product they don't no longer use on the internet. That's the best way. Like, what's stopping you? You can earn at such a young age. That's the best thing you can do right now. So yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any additional tips other than these?
No additional tips. Yeah, just go for it. Like honestly, what's stopping you? Go for it, definitely.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ananya, for answering to all my questions. I am sure it must help somebody out there. Thank you so much. एक second.
It was a pleasure speaking to you.